we only have to do that because there's a fucking soul catcher on the moon. Usually your soul would just get released like normal.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Mike Jones. Dick don't fail me now. That beat's so good. Just called that. Look up Dick Don't Fail Me Now. Mike Jones. It's too vulgar. You can't play it anywhere. But god damn it, is it good. This is not it.
Mike Jones.
Chops and screws.
That one.
Dick don't feel
Oh,
me
yeah.
now.
Oh,
Michael Watts remix. Nigga. Dick don't feel me
Michael
now.
5,000 watts.
this is like sun's coming up in the morning. I'm blasting this in the car. I'm driving past, the windows are down. I'm driving past the gas station, thinking every black dude pumping gas is like,
Get my dick sucked, then I hit
good
the
is
jet,
this?
maybe some bucks.
This
then
beat is great.
I'm hot now,
was gonna
so
say the
hoes
beat
trail
makes
me
it
now.
good.
That's what I mean. It's too vulgar. You can't even.
Fail me now.
I played you this one, right?
I'ma jump it off, straight up ripping, pop my clipping, bestie word to the nigga that's stripping.
No,
Over
these
the
beats
nigga
are
see
great.
finna get him. Fuck who came with him. Nigga, spraying your place. I don't know who's spraying the mace, but I bet you motherfuckers better
Sprinkle,
move like
that's
you
nice.
move. Straight act
You wonder if he played that.
You niggas can't hold
Or is that a
ya.
sample?
You was throwing these balls.
You know what I mean?
Don't act like ain't nobody told ya. These crooks can't you uphold ya.
'Cause that's just easy.
So click a nigga.
Oh.
What deal you nigga? Out of my face, boy, I will kill a nigga. Better yet steal a nigga. Feel the rippler. Ripping you hoes up.
That's good stuff.
No, that's fucking nice. That's Southern.
I think so.
Sure sounds like it. With that suit, I would say so. No,
They
I think
know what they're doing.
they know what they're doing down there. Those boys in the dirty South. But isn't not like South like Atlanta, South like Texas.
Oh, I've been on some Texas shit, yeah.
But that's like what that is. That's what like Mike Jones is, right?
Yeah.
Where the fuck's
Houston.
where's he's from Houston?
I think so.
I
I
heard
believe Houston's the black city in Texas.
I can see that. I can definitely see
And
that.
San Antonio is the Mexican city, and Dallas is the white city, but classic white. And Austin is like new white.
Hipster white. Honk. I can see that. The I heard if you use Mike Jones's phone number at 7-Eleven, you get a discount.
That'd be big of them.
I don't know if that's just in Houston or I don't know if that's just
Didn't Speedway buy 7-Eleven?
I don't know. Did
They
they?
just haven't switched them over yet because it'd be a lot of money.
Really? There'd be
I
a lot of rebranding. I could see that.
I think they bought it so that they could have the Slurpee, the name.
The name
Because I think they have to say icy. I think everyone else has to say icy, kind of. I think
Really?
7-Eleven says Slurpee.
I didn't know that.
I don't think I might not be truthful at all.
I could be fucking lying. We could be having a fake
The
conversation right
thing
now.
that I've thought my whole life and I'm just now saying out loud.
I'm realizing it could be bullshit.
Yeah. I don't know. I read that a couple years ago because there's like on 59 there's that 7-Eleven across the street from the Speedway. So I read
Yeah.
that they bought them and I was like, damn. So no matter where you go in this intersection, they
Doesn't-
got you.
Because they got two across the street from each other. That I don't understand. They open them up on opposite sides of the street.
Corner of the market.
It's crazy.
You know the thing they've been building on 30 forever? The right past the Denny's and the Me Vape? They've been building shit right
Yeah.
there. Like before
That's
you
gonna be a
get
gas
to...
station.
Yeah. Why? There's 7 gas stations
It
right
doesn't
there.
make sense. As long as if it has a car wash, I'm in. There's no car washes around here.
There's a car wash like 2 seconds on 30.
Which one?
It's like old.
Is that the one where like they actually wash it by hand? I don't fuck with that.
I don't know. There's the
'Cause I
one
pulled
by
up
my
to-
mom's house.
'Cause I pulled up to one. That is true. That one, but that's also like 20 minutes from here. 10
You're not
minutes.
in that area ever.
Sometimes.
At the depot.
Sometimes I do like a nice neighborhood spot would be nice though, where I can wash my car outside and then go. You know what? I am gonna go get I detail the inside of my car. And I'm like, you know what? I am gonna go get a car wash. And you drive somewhere short. I'm gonna drive 20 minutes.
I got this bird shit on my car windshield. I was like, I'll just wait till I got to fill up with gas to clean up one of those things. And I got gas and just forgot to do it.
There's still shit on the window.
Yeah.
Fucking I was driving on the highway. Some dude ran over some fucking piece of metal, and I saw it go, and I saw it fly at me, hit the windshield.
Chip.
I don't know. I didn't look. I forgot. Again, much like the bird shit.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Let me see that mouse.
Screen, watch this fella jump out of the stands into the tunnel. He appears to be at least 10 feet off the ground.
Is he stoked? What's your name?
Michael Bantazis. I'm from the north side of Chicago. I played football at Sullivan High School.
Well, Mike, you could have gotten yourself hurt jumping down like that.
I played defense, offense. I got great hands. I played football my whole life. I love it, baby.
I love that this dude, I like to think this dude in his 30s is living his life as if a scout is always watching him. It's like, you know what? I might be able to get back in.
Yeah,
If I dive into this tunnel, catch this ball, they're going to be like, holy fuck. Get that guy on the field. Get him a helmet.
Yeah, watch Rudy too much.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, just ignoring the question, being like, I played offense.
You really
could
could have hurt yourself. I got great hands.
No one asked.
See, it's like no one have. We saw that. No,
You also caught the ball. Like, to say you have great hands is like, okay.
I just like I'm just living my. Oh shit. That could have been crazy. I just like that this dude, is like living life as if there is a scout watching him. It's like, I'm at a Bears game. I'm gonna go fucking nuts. I might run on the field.
Put me on special teams.
I'm gonna
Like,
run.
What are you talking about? You're 5'11".
I'm gonna run on the field. I'm gonna try to make a play. I'm gonna intercept a ball. Run it back. Easy. They'll put me on the team.
It's like 2 positions you can be white in.
Do you see
Catching the ball isn't one of them.
No, it's not. Do you see some dude bet on the, I don't know if it was Super Bowl or some shit, but he bet on something that he put a lot of money that there was gonna be a streaker. And then he goes to the game and streaks himself.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if he got banned from the whatever, but he made like $20K. Something because the odds are crazy if there's gonna be a streaker.
You know what that's like?
What?
That's like Harry Potter 3 Prisoner of Azkaban. When they're at the thing and they're like, what the fuck? That thing's supposed to happen. Like, we saw it. They came out. And then they're like, oh, wait, we have to do the thing so that the thing happened. Because
What are you talking about?
remember that part in Harry Potter 3? At the end? With their time travel?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
They're like waiting for the thing to happen. They're like, oh, we got to do the thing so that old us can
do the
see.
thing.
Yeah. That's like what that is.
They
It's
throw
like,
the rock.
It's like, I know a streaker's going to streak. Someone's got to be dumb enough to streak the Super Bowl. And you're like, oh, I'm the streaker.
Am I the streaker? I must be the streaker.
Yeah.
Smart, though.
I mean,
It's a big play.
what's the fine versus what he won?
That's what I mean. I think he got fined like $1,000 or something.
That seems wildly low.
Yeah, it was something. It was like low. It was like, all right, you're making money on
There
it.
should
Fuck
be
it.
certain, like, they can't beat the shit out of you, but you're allowed to get, like, very roughed up. You know what I mean?
They're allowed to full blown tackle you.
They should be allowed to, like, well, that happened. The football player, like, checked the streaker the one time.
Really?
I don't know if it was
See,
a
that's
streaker or if it was somebody, like, with the protest, but someone was on the field and they were trying to chase him, and the, like, officials couldn't get him. So then one of the players just, like,
Got him.
yeah, just fucking tagged him with a shoulder, I'm pretty sure.
That's funny. A protester, I would like that with. A streaker, fuck him, let him go, whatever.
That's why I think, I don't know, it might have been a big
If it's
game.
if it's one of those oil people,
But you got to think, if you're playing a big game, man. I know from your perspective, it's like, oh, streaker's fun. It's still like you're in the middle of like the biggest moment of your career, and someone's dick is out.
of course, yeah. That's really gonna throw me off.
Yeah.
It's really gonna fucking put me in a
Yeah.
different spot. Be thinking about things differently. I saw one of those Don't Stop Oil people. They were blocking the road, and this dude in this like Mercedes got out and was
I
like,
like those videos.
was like, get the fuck out of the road. And he goes to start pulling somebody, and one of these fucking pussies stands up and has a hammer and like puts it through the guy's windshield and like, meh, and then like runs away. And the dude is just standing there like, dude, that fucking, like, are you fucking serious right now? He doesn't even run after him though.
I like when they're sitting there and they drag him, and then they drag him off to the side, and then they're like, because they don't want to hit him, and then the people stand up and they go back down. Since then, this time They drag him away, and then they kick them 6 times in the rib cage.
I saw one where this dude was driving his car, and he there was a gap because they were just setting up or whatever, and he goes to drive past, and they go to stop him, and he just fucking pops his door and hits some bitch
That's such a good
cross leg. He's just trying to bop.
Oh man, to have the presence of mind to be seizing the gap and then be like, ooh, and also pop. That's pretty good. I wouldn't have that. I'd fuck my car door up doing that and bust my mirror or something.
Your license plate falls off, they find you.
Yeah, I need to, now that my car's paid off, I gotta finally switch that license plate.
Oh, duh.
But Mark doesn't have one to.
It's not the military plate?
Yeah, it's what my mom got him for his birthday one year. It was that's his initials on a military plate.
I wonder if you could just put that on. I don't know, he's got the work truck.
Right. That was always the plan, was just to switch it at some point, but then he got that, and it's so what?
So you're a veteran?
That's what that dickhead.
I didn't know
at work that
Zach
one
was a
time.
veteran.
He's "You a military man?" I'm like, nope.
No, sir.
Which again, in fairness to him, he does see the license plate. What is he to think?
100%, yeah.
But you also know me, and you're military man, and I have to
Navy, huh?
No.
Not me. Is this your thing?
What?
Oh, that's the guessing game. We'll wait for that. I forgot.
Why?
I don't know. I thought I had something else.
Why wait to play a game that we invented and didn't have the technical know-how to pull off?
All right, yeah, let's pull this up.
But thankfully, someone was able to. What I love is that they did it because if we did it, it would have came off racist.
It is racist if we do it because we're deciding, or no, we already know where they're from. I thought we were gonna pick. We'd be like, that's where that person's from. Because it would be us finding pictures of people on Google and being like,
Well, that's what we tried to play that time. It didn't work out.
yeah, exactly.
People were very confused at what was happening.
This is, I can't believe you found this. How'd you find this?
Twitter.
Oh, you found it on Twitter.
Oh yeah.
What's challenge mode? Should we just go challenge mode or daily game? We'll
Daily
do daily
game.
game. Do the daily game.
Challenge mode is 30 questions. This is 10.
Okay.
See, this is
This is basically what we invented.
but I played the challenge mode. And I think it was just all the faces. So now I kind of know a little bit.
What do you mean? So you've seen these people?
I think so. I also have bad eyesight, and all white people look the same.
They do.
All right, so you have to go first, and then I'll follow up with
These
mine.
fucking honks. All right, let's see.
Can I tell you that? Because some white people, you're gonna say oh, well, those people look more American. This is where they're from.
Yes. No, 100%.
So white people can't be from
No.
America.
Yes. No,
Yeah.
I was thinking that as well. Yeah, no, it's full blown.
It's not now.
Facial
It's
features.
where they're from.
Facial
Yeah.
features, skull sizes, different nose, just what exactly?
Lips,
Yeah.
forehead, curvature,
Yeah, like this person.
flatness of the back of the head.
Flat head.
They don't show that. I'd like a profile.
See,
he's
this
got
dude,
Akhenaten skull.
this dude, I would say more Eastern European. This chick is giving me more Mediterranean vibes. So now I'm slipping more Mediterranean with him. So I'm gonna go somewhere over here for now. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna go Greek. I'm not thinking Italian.
I would say Slovenia or
I was thinking, yeah, somewhere over here,
Croatia.
Croatian. Let's do Slovenia. Damn, dude. Poland. Yeah, fucking locks, of course. Look at that nose. Yeah, you look at it now. Look at it nose. My grandfather had a nose like that.
sometimes throws you off though, because the guy looks super Polish and the girl you're like, eh.
Yeah, I would have picked more marriage, but now that I see, I do see the Polish in her.
All right, so now in my brain I'm going India,
Yeah, 100%.
but then I've been wrong about.
But see, this is the thing though, because you can easily go Indian, right? That's Indian features, 100%. The woman you could tell. But is it Bangladesh?
Well, that's why I tried to go on the border.
Is it Myanmar?
No, it's not Myanmar.
You would know. You would know Myanmar. Of all the people, you would know.
You gotta go border India, Bangladesh,
Nepal, somewhere over here.
not Nepal.
Bihar, maybe more? Or do you think would you say more Middle Eastern on the Pakistani side?
I would not say on the Pakistani side.
That's interesting.
I would lean towards Bangladesh for that gentleman.
Okay, well, let's do Bangladesh then. I like that. We're right about there. See, that's interesting.
From Yemen.
I thought
Or
Yemen.
Oman.
I thought Oman. I thought that was more Arab. But who knows? You know, you're a stone throw away from anywhere.
I mean, yeah, they're kind of closer to parts of India than they are to parts of the Middle East.
Oh boy, okay, this is good.
I think you gotta go Western Russia,
Really?
Eastern Europe.
Oh, that's interesting. Because if you go Western, you look in Western Russia, you're going more like
This is
Kazakhstan. You're talking.
No, Kazakhs have a very particular type of face, like Mongolians.
Like a Borat.
No, like a Shavkat Rachmanov.
You're gonna say he's out here, like Ukraine, Belarus.
Yeah,
'Cause-
almost.
But over here, you get into like Lithuania. You're talking full honk. These
No,
people got some color to them.
I'm talking Russia. Guy looks like Dmitry Bivol.
I'm thinking more Turkey,
Hey,
Georgia.
do whatever you want.
No, but if you got insight on this, we'll go Western Russia. You saying like Moscow?
Sure.
Let's split the difference. We'll go a little southern. No shit. See, Turkey.
I told you to go with.
I should have. I know. I should have went with my gut. You know, it's fine. Whatever. I can live with it.
They got rid of the trees at Göbekli Tepe, but they got that structure that's around it. It's literally like the poles go through it.
What do you mean, like the?
Like they have a walkway tent thing that's built around.
I've
it so
seen
you
that
can
with the
view.
tent thing. Yeah.
The poles that is built out of go like into the fucking. It's not like far enough around it that it's all inside of it. Like
So
if
they're
you look
worried about-
straight down, there's like stuff underneath you, and there's just poles going through.
So they're worried about breaking the thing by digging it up, but they're cool with putting a fucking structure over this thing.
and just fucking. I mean, it makes zero fucking sense.
That Jimmy Corsetti
And they
said
just
they
didn't even
planted the
clear out
trees and shit,
They got rid of the trees.
which they should have. Like that's
But they didn't. There's like just there's like rubble there that they just haven't cleared out yet. And it's like, well, even if you wanted to make this, even if you're done digging and you just want it to be a viewing thing,
clean it up.
clean it up,
Clean
so
it
people
up.
could see it better, and then you'll have more
See the
people
stuff
wanna
we
view
already
it.
dug up. Like clean that up.
It's very
No,
confusing.
that's fucking wild. I'll tell you what else is wild. How angry this lady looks. All right. God. All right. This one's tough. Because, I mean, where in Africa are we? Not Ethiopia.
Oh, I watched a movie about Africa.
Did you? Was it good?
I fell asleep at the end. I gotta finish it because that one guy, Val Kilmer, died, and I saw someone post that this movie was
saw
good,
that.
and it's about.
I'm going Sudan with these people. Is that cool with you?
I don't think those are Sudanese people, but you get it.
I was very close.
Nice.
Nubian.
Yes. Well, but he's a bridge builder, and they're like, this is going to be like the toughest bridge to build. And he's like, believe me, I've built the best bridge. He's like, up high class. And they're like, have you ever built in Africa? And he's like, no, I built it like all over the world. I'm sure it won't be any different. And he's like, ha, it's a completely different game down there. And
They're different. It's a different thing.
they don't have like tools and shit. And like, you know,
What do you mean? Like it's all about, because you can't go rent an excavator.
it's also like back in the day. It's like old.
Oh, okay.
It's like 1800s or something.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. They're like aristocrat. They're like,
Yeah.
have you ever built in Africa?
Yeah.
And so the dude goes down and like is building the bridge, and then a lion is stalking the tribe. So then he shoots it, and everyone's like, "This guy rocks."
Yeah.
And then the other lions get mad, and it basically turns into Jaws, but
a
with
movie?
lions. Yeah, and
It's like Jaws, but with
it
lions.
does because they're like the African dudes are like, there's a legend of these lions that
All of these lions are friends.
well, they're not friends.
They will get mad at the people.
Yeah, they have a legend that the lions are like man eaters, so they're not eating for hunger, because they keep coming back every night. So they're like, a lion wouldn't need to hunt again.
No.
So, they bring in the best hunter, who is Michael Douglas.
Of course.
Michael Douglas, and now everyone's starting to turn on the bridge builder guy, the white guy,
Yeah.
because he hasn't been able to kill the other lions, and Michael Douglas shows up. Cool white guy. He brings another African tribe with him that like know how to hunt and stuff, and he like knows how to do all the fucking
Yeah.
shit with them.
Yeah.
So he's like so the other white guy's like, I can't. I'm on the outs with these guys now,
Yeah.
but I still need them to
There's
build the bridge.
there's a new honk in town.
And then I fell asleep, so I got to finish that up.
You fell asleep?
Kratom.
The Kratom. So you don't even know if he builds the bridge. What's the name of the movie? I couldn't tell you.
It's Val Kilmer and Michael Douglas.
Okay. I'll check that out.
It wasn't that good.
No. I'll
wasn't worth
more
watching.
wait for your analysis,
Yeah.
your thesis on this film.
It was, yeah. It had some funny parts.
This
Not-
is just
not
like that.
funny,
This is
but-
just like that snorting gas or that huffing gas movie.
Man, was that a good movie. That's a good movie.
That you should go watch.
Yeah. No, that's worth watching.
Ooh. Okay, I'm thinking South America. I'm thinking jungle. I'm thinking more Bolivia. I'm thinking Peru. I'm thinking Ecuador. Where's your head at?
I could do Peru.
Peru, Bolivia, Peru. On that
Yeah.
right there, we're running this. Fuck!
That
God damn it.
they get me the most.
It's these islands.
I can't guess the Aborigines on the Papua New Guinea.
Where the fuck is this? Oh, these are those islands. The Micronesia.
I heard Micronesia's
Got a Bati.
fake island.
What?
John Levy said that Micronesia is man-made island.
This man.
Yeah. He had a whole video he's pointing out, like, look at this artificial. He says that the West Coast is part of it is artificial.
Bro, he goes through the West Coast. He goes through the West Coast, the East Coast. He goes through all the shit and he goes, man-made artificial coasts. Which it is. Because you do look and it is perfectly like square. Like some of it is beach and it's like, listen, land will just erode, I feel like.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is just like
Because he said that the West Coast had to spend like $1 billion
billions of dollars. Yeah.
to fix a crack in the thing, and it's like, to fix it. So
Who the
obviously-
fuck built it?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. And then,
What is
dude,
that?
and then sure as shit, this guy's, he goes, yes, we see this artificial coastline. And then it somehow, like, the artificial coastline breaks and, like, it turns into, like, marshy shit. And then he goes, and then look at this, a wall. It connects to a wall that then,
Did you see the one with the railroad?
that one, and then it
Yeah.
ends in a star fort?
Which I watched a video about star forts that wasn't related to Tartaria. So the shape of a star fort, I guess, developed through like warfare.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
Yeah.
ever watch those videos?
I haven't seen, like, those videos, but I know that, like, because of the points on it, there's no broadside for them to hide, so you can always, there's no blind spot. So,
Yeah, they
so
started
if you
getting
put,
like mathematicians to
Yeah.
design the shit, so
Because-
they could calculate like the perfect
Yeah.
angles. And
yeah,
stuff.
because on, like, square, they were able, like, to just to wedge up against the wall, and you wouldn't be able to fucking lean over and hit
'Cause
somebody.
they're saying that's like why they developed like those rounded turret things, so that way cannons would like
Oh, batteries?
glance off it and stuff. Like, and then it just kept evolving as tech changed.
No, the Star Forts, I 100% like. I get the design. Like, I do get that design. What I don't understand is what he brings up, where it's like, okay, this was built in 1600. All right. Well, if Lewis and Clark came around here and we just discovered this area at this time, no trucks, no machinery, nothing. We had these huge blocks. We built out this whole fucking thing. It's like there's no railroad. There's not. It's like, so we trekked through these fucking woods with all these materials on horse and carriage to build this thing. And now it's just ruins now.
Was that the same video he was talking about? That's why there's all those like aerial shots of like Chicago and New York, is because they were paid for by like the real estate companies, because that's how they were selling.
Yeah. I don't know exactly what he was saying, but it's part of that video.
Yeah, where they were saying like that's why everything's like so perfect kind of in it.
Mhm.
It's because they were like, yeah, I don't remember the whole
And there's all those star forts. There's a star fort at like southern Manhattan. And then there's like, you have the base of the fucking Statue of Liberty, which France is apparently just trying to get back.
I heard that.
So they can
It's
go
like,
fucking suck a dick. But
good use of your time,
yeah,
France.
yeah, good job with who
What'd you think? America was gonna be like, oh, you wanted that back?
who responded to that email?
Yeah.
Like, no, fucking crazy. But all the artificial islands and shit, it's like, who the fuck made that? Navy Pier? That was built in 1800 something? Like, who the fuck? We built an island?
And that they admit is artificial.
It's like
let alone Micronesia and stuff. Or the West Coast or
Yeah.
whatever.
Wetlands. Of course. Myth. No, John's on some shit, man. These people. See, her, I would say Hispanic. Not like Mexican Hispanic. But
No.
him, I don't know.
Those are Iranians.
Go with you on that. Go more towards this way.
Yeah. Towards the east.
Wow, more Afghanistan. Look at that. That's the people they're calling terrorists. You know what I mean?
And we can't.
That
tell
guy
them
could
apart.
pass as Italian.
Yeah, Italians
Maybe you
are good
shave
like
the
that.
mustache, you go as maybe an Italian. Whoa. All right. Here we go. This is the moneymaker right here. Instantly want to go to Nigeria. Nigeria, Cameroon, that's where I'm feeling.
I could
Part
go
of
with
me-
that or Kenya. Or a Rwanda, perhaps.
Ooh, Rwanda.
That's what I named my Rwanda.
Let's go right about here.
Hard Rwanda.
Let's go. Yeah, this would make sense. Equatorial, like somewhere at the equator, dark.
Yeah.
Just from skin, from a
Oh, you know what? That
scientific
makes sense,
perfection.
because I kept going south and then being like, they should be darker south. Why doesn't
Yeah.
that make sense? But yeah, equator makes more sense.
Holy fuck,
See?
dude!
I told you.
What is this fake land? How they put two different types of people in this Somalian Sea, Solomon Sea, King Solomon, another Jew.
One of many.
All right.
That is the Pacific Islands.
I would say that, yeah, with her.
That's like Hawaii, basically.
We just watched Moana 2, and she does look similar to the people I saw on those islands.
There you go.
So I would say, yes, somewhere around New Zealand. Maybe New Zealand. That feels good.
Bang.
Fucking felt good.
Oh, when I got told I had several perfect rounds the other day, I was like, yeah, I might be racist,
Yeah.
but it's not, but it's a skill. It's
Yeah.
not like a feeling.
Exactly. Korean.
Um,
South Korean.
yeah, but go towards,
Like Japan?
that might be Japan.
You think
The
so?
girl is throwing me off. The guy looks Japanese to me. The girl could be Japanese or Korean. Usually I'm good with the Asians. Fuck.
Yeah, this is I really thought you would have this one nailed. I don't think trying to make your eyes look like them is going to make anything look better. Like, what are you trying to channel? I'm going method.
I'm trying to get in their head.
I'm going method with
No,
it.
I need to see better.
I'm going fucking method with it.
That's fucked up, you would say that.
That is, well, it's fucked up you're doing it.
Kind of, yeah. But only because you said it.
Yeah, so
If the guy has
Zach
a ponytail,
Zach
he'd be
did a
Japanese.
racist thing, and I wasn't feeling it. The guy had what, ponytails?
If the guy had a ponytail, he'd be a samurai. That's why he looks Japanese. But yeah, the girl, I don't know. Where are we at on the map?
We're at south of South Korea.
Yeah, that's good.
We're right about there.
Yeah.
You're fucking ain't right. Oh, it is Japan. No,
Both.
both.
See, I count that as being right.
No, that's correct. I feel like we're doing very good. Oof.
That would be
That's Russian. But the
but
nose.
the other side of Russia. That's like or no, because then when you go,
See, because you start going Asian, you start going too far. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Russia's so big. You got so many different people. It's
I don't know, that could be, like,
disgusting.
German.
Yeah, no, I think you're actually right on that one. Like Czech, German, maybe Austrian. He's got like
where's Romania.
Ooh, right here. That actually sounds really good.
Maybe hit that.
I'm gonna go more towards Hungary. Because I am famished. Ooh, damn, no, that was more Moscow. Moscow, yeah, Russian. That's not bad. I feel like we did good.
Better than most.
We did do better than most. Look at, God, who the fuck? What racist is over here? The fuck? That's fucking crazy. You know what War Mode said? I thought was interesting. We brought up Jews earlier. You did, I believe. I brought up Jews. He was saying that if you go on like Wikipedia or you go on these different sites, if you read something in like old Hebrew, you go to translate it to English, it doesn't translate right. So if you read it in Hebrew, it's a different fucking story because they have words that mean different things and they have different shit that means different things. So he's like, yeah, English and all these, it's all a fucking psyop because it's something they want to get everybody on fucking English because they can control it because all the fucking knowledge is hidden in these ancient languages and like Hebrew and maybe when we read the Enuma Elish, if you read it in Sumerian, it's a completely different story. So maybe these like old Jewish books or whatever, if you read them in Hebrew, it's saying completely different things, and they're hiding shit in plain sight because they translate them to English, and it's like, yeah, let the fucking plebs
just the
fucking
Tower of
read that.
Babel.
Tower of Babel shit, exactly. Let the plebs read fucking,
Confuse everybody.
yeah, the chuds.
Get them on the different pages.
Yeah, exactly. I just thought that was interesting. It was like maybe that's why there's a big push for English. It was like, yeah, these fuckers. It's a complex language, but it's a dumb fucking language. I can't fucking read it, and I speak it.
Yeah, but it's also like we're the country that drops nukes on people, so it could be that too.
Did you know Japan was trying?
We also have the best like Hollywood.
Did you know Japan? They were negotiating for peace, and then we were like, yeah, no, I'm gonna drop a nuke on your ass. We dropped a nuke on them, and that they were saying that.
Well, they weren't They weren't going to surrender, but
Japan was trying to negotiate
need to
surrender
do that.
terms, but we didn't like their terms, I guess. So we dropped the nuke on them. They were running their own state bank at the time, of course. And they said that was dropping the nuke on them was just a warning to Russia to be like, hey, how about you guys fucking fall in line or you're next?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Well, apparently they broke up. Or it
Got
broke,
them
or
on fucking nukes.
well, it broke. Apparently, that's when like the war ended, and then it started the Cold War, which apparently was just bullshit because all the investors in the USSR were just us. Apparently, we were just giving them a shit ton of money to do whatever the fuck they wanted, and then
That's what we do now. We just fund.
there was there was some fucking Jewish dude who was like working with Lenin or under Lenin. This is all obviously before Stalin, but like they were like shipping all the gold out so they couldn't have any gold reserves, so that they had to like borrow money from other banks so that they can like indebt them to the system. But no, I don't know. Shit was fucking. Shit's interesting. Shit's wild.
It is.
It is crazy. But I don't fucking know. This game's interesting. This I like.
Had the thought. Talk about PSYOP. Graveyards. Real estate scam. invented by the Catholic Church. Because other people just burn bodies. Who else buries bodies?
Don't all people bury? Are there graveyards everywhere?
I think most people burn bodies.
Really?
I think most people burn
I find
bodies.
that crazy.
Unless you mummify it or something, like where you're actually doing something to
Yeah.
it. Like where you have like a mythology around that, I can understand. But I think we're the people that's like, yeah, we don't do anything to the body, but we bury it.
We put a headstone on there.
Yeah.
I think we'll do that all through like Europe and shit too, right? Or is that
Catholic, right?
or I guess yeah, that's okay. But like
Christian or whatever?
oh, like yeah, like
Crusades.
are there graveyards in like Africa and Asia and shit?
Again, maybe some people have their own things and you can have graveyards, but I think a lot of people were burning people and then.
Well, it's a fucking waste of space.
What's I'm saying? But what if you played the long game where you're like, yeah, the graveyards, then eventually no one visits the graveyard because everyone there is like,
Yeah.
so far removed from anyone that's still alive, and it's like, and now we have a condominium, and now we have a parking garage.
That's
and you're like,
easy. Yes.
yeah.
Well, apparently when apparently all the like a lot of grave they just move the fucking bodies all around. So who the fuck knows what's underneath that headstone? Like they'll move
Or
the
like
headstone.
once someone
like
doesn't
they'll move
visit it for however
Yeah.
many years, it's like, all right, dig that one up and burn it, and then
Yeah.
we have a fresh spot to
Yeah.
sell.
Or are they even fucking? Are they burying the bodies? I mean, you watch the thing go in the ground. Do you watch them bury it? I never have.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like, do they fucking?
Isn't it crazy to spend a bunch of money on a fucking casket?
Yeah,
Isn't
dude.
that absurd?
Yeah, dude. And they're heavy as fuck.
Yeah.
And it's like, why? It's fucking absurd. It's absurd. No, it's weird. Especially like I halfway get it if you're getting put in like the wall, like the mausoleum. It's like, all right, whatever.
Jewish style.
Get a nice casket. Yeah, or like whatever. Yeah. My grandparents did that. It was weird. When my grandma died, we watched
Grandparents Jewish.
No, I feel like that's a normal. It's like they're Catholic.
I've only ever heard of Jews doing that.
Really? That's interesting. No, there's a
In Rocky 3.
big ass Rocky 3, yeah. There's a big ass cemetery where my dad's restaurant used to be in Justice. And they got a fucking big ass mausoleum. It's old as shit. It's like 4 floors. It's like fucking 20 high. Terrifying. It's creepy as fuck. When my grandparents got put in, my grandma died. They popped. Me and my sister were walking by and they were popping the front off the thing because they put them both in there. And we were like, hey, look, it's grandpa. That's fucking weird. Like, that's creepy.
It's not great.
Isn't that creepy? My dad used to know some dude because he worked across the street from his restaurant was across the street from the cemetery. Resurrection Mary was a cemetery. And he knew some dude that worked for the cemetery, and he works in like the mausoleum area. And he was like, what do you do there? And he's like, yeah, when they're in the wall for so long, they fucking blow up and they start oozing, right? Because all the embalming fluid, I guess, comes out and shit. So his job is to pop the walls off, pull the bodies out, clean out the goo, clean off the caskets, pop the bodies back in.
How about that?
How fucked? And these people at work go, my job sucks. It's like that dude's cleaning up fucking dead body goo. Like, who fucking knows what that shit is? Imagine the smell. The smell. You haven't thought of the smell, you bitch.
It's like being as shell shocked as a veteran, but you get none of the respect.
It is.
It's like you're as shook up in PTSD from the stuff you've seen. You're like a doctor, but
No,
like with
literally.
no medical knowledge or respect or money.
No, literally.
But you're just equally as like rattled.
Yeah. No, that's man, it's horrific shit. I mean, you pull
But
a thing
instead
out.
of being like, doctors, thank you for doing that and saved my son's life, you're just like, yeah, don't miss that spot.
Yeah. No,
And
exactly.
you're just like,
That's probably why they want you to get a fancy casket. So, because imagine you get some cheap piece, like put me in a pine box. I don't give a fuck. I'm fucking dead. And then when you're oozing, the guy's got to pull it out. The box is deteriorating.
at that point, they probably just throw you away. They're not going to clean a pine box.
They should. They should. Like,
How are you gonna-
especially, it's also like cremation. Like, is that me? Is that you? Like, you get the thing back? It's weird.
Oh,
it's
I've always
this big.
thought that. Yeah.
It's weird that you condense down to like this big.
But
They
even
put you in
if
a
you
piece
get-
of like Tupperware.
Even if it's 99%, even if you get all of your person, doesn't that mean there's still other people
It's a little
mixed in?
It's like when you
I wouldn't like that.
it's like when your dog dies and like you bring it to the place and they cremate it. They charge you extra if you want your dog's ashes.
What are they gonna do with it?
No, they charge you extra if you want your dog to be in there alone, because they're not firing up the oven for a fucking dachshund. You know what I mean? They're gonna throw 7 dogs in there,
right?
And go.
I get what you're saying.
Go 7.
I thought you meant like
that's
one fee for cremation, another fee to release the ashes. To them. Like, Christ. No, that makes sense.
No, we fill sandbags with them.
Like, do you care if there's like a little German Shepherd in here?
Yeah. Isn't that weird? It's a weird like racket to run, right? Because it's like
I don't know if it's a racket.
Yeah, but if I'm paying $100 and something for you to cremate my dog, like, yeah, I want it to be my fucking dog. You're gonna charge me an extra $50 so it's my fucking dog? I do get the business. Now I do understand. I mean, you got to pay the gas bill. You can't just fuck around. I mean, you just fire it up for a week. It's 2,700 degrees for a wiener dog. I mean, it's crazy. What if it was an extra fee? They're like, hey, it costs, so we had to run it longer to burn the bones. So we'll just give you a bag of the ash and then we'll give you the skeleton. Or it's an extra 25. We'll burn the bones. You get everything in the urn. You get a bag of bones on the side for.
You get a set of new bones for your new dog. And that way, some of the old dog rubs off on the new one. It's a transfer.
What? That way that dog knows. Knows what?
A woman sobbing.
Knows what?
What the fuck are you talking about? Some people do that.
Yeah, I had a dog when I was a kid.
Yeah, I gave its bones to the new dog. It died. Apparently you can't. Apparently they're not like the bones at the store. Did you know that? Yeah, no fucking shit.
Really, you can't fucking.
Apparently them being in the oven made some kind of radiation, and its head swelled up over the next couple of weeks. And apparently some type of brain tumor. That's why I got into medicine, so that doesn't happen to you.
I love dogs.
My dog is dead. We're not getting a new dog. We don't want the bones. Hey, that's your prerogative.
Hey, if you don't want the bones, I'll take them.
I got plenty of dogs in my house.
Plenty of dogs and plenty of bones.
And if their heads blow up, I'll have plenty of new dogs, okay? I'm in the biz. I'm in the industry.
That's the beauty of dog.
Channel 5 has a thing on greyhounds.
What?
Yeah.
He has such a crazy spread. He'll be at like a fucking white supremacist rally. And then a George Floyd march.
Checking out on the greyhounds.
That's what it is. How is Ferguson, Missouri?
What?
That's where George Floyd was, wasn't it?
I thought that was its own thing.
They burned that town down.
Didn't George Floyd happen in like Michigan or something? I thought Ferguson was something else.
Trayvon Martin. A lot of people forgot about that, dude.
Did you know that? I don't know. This just says movie directors, but Apple has an exclusive policy with movie directors that a villain can't use an iPhone.
What?
Like only the hero or someone can use the iPhone. The bad guy can't have an iPhone.
That's like a clause in there.
But I don't know like how that was signed, or like how maybe it's not every studio. It says movie directors, but
can you like?
That should hurt your image rather than help it. Once
That's what I mean. Like, what the fuck? Like, who's that?
Talking about?
Like, who's that for? Like,
villains are usually smarter than the hero, one for one. So for them having a non-iPhone is like bad for you. It's like, damn, maybe the Android is better if fucking Lex Luthor is using it.
That's fucking crazy.
Superman's dumbass using an iPhone.
This fucking hick box of rocks.
Motherfucker from Kansas, like, I like how the apps light up.
Yeah, I like how I could use 2 fingers to touch the phone.
You see the Trump tweet about the Houthis?
No. Oh.
He goes, these Houthis gathered for instructions on attacks. Oops. There won't be an attack by these Houthis. They will never sink our ships again. He posted a picture of them, like, exploded.
This is on Twitter.
Yeah, just...
You would think the president would have, like, a different form of messaging.
I mean, he does for, like, presidential stuff, but then he also has Twitter just to, you know, let ones rip.
The man's got a riff. You know what I mean?
I don't know if this has been covered before by like War Mode or us, but you know,
One
how
of the same.
in the Enuma Elish, they talk about the waters, and we've decided that that's space.
Mhm.
So, with that in mind, do you think that, like in Egypt and Greece, when they say that you have to cross like the river to get to the underworld, is the river like a route in space?
Damn, dude.
Like
Or a wormhole.
if the cosmic if it's a sea and that's the cosmos, then a river would be, you know, what I'm saying?
A route through the cosmos.
Sea versus. So yeah, I don't know, because then
You also don't have a river and a sea, though. Like you can't.
Well,
Like a river runs into the sea.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, like wormhole. Or,
Maybe the river.
or
Maybe
just
the
a path, because they're just
Okay, now what
metaphors.
about this?
It's not one for.
No,
It's not like
now what if we think about
literal.
this? If space is the sea, and a river runs into the sea, what if the river is the route you take to get like from Earth into the next realm?
Well, that's what I'm saying, because the Egyptians, I don't know about the Greeks if they have anything like, but the Egyptians, their whole thing is like, we're beaming you the fuck up,
Mhm.
and then it says that
The boatman.
there's like two visions of the afterlife for the Egyptians, and one side is that they dwell in the realm of Osiris in like the underworld.
Mm-hmm.
But there's the solar vision of the afterlife, in which the deceased soul traveled with Ra on his daily journey and was like, you know, sent up like
Yeah.
to space.
So because Ra comes down every day and
With the
fights
sun.
Set, darkness, and that's why Ra loses at night and then wins in the morning or some shit. So yeah, when he's going back, he takes some souls with him. That's interesting. No, that's fucked up because that's all the Egyptians taught. That's what they said the fucking pyramid was, or like one idea that it's a way to beam you into whatever the next realm or the next plane of existence or whatever the fuck.
But that's what the Bible says too, is like the above waters from the below waters. So it's like waters, Enuma Elish waters, and then Greek and Egypt rivers. Just thought it was interesting.
The river though, I like that as like a path to get back to the not primordial sea, but like back to like the fucking to the sea, of heaven or whatever the fuck. So that's interesting.
Yeah,
But then I wonder, like, when they talk about like when they talk about like how it's pointed to like Orion, or how how they talk about what's the other constellation? The
Sirius,
Sirius. There was another one, but
Pleiades.
the Pleiades. Are they pointing to that because that's where heaven is, or that's where their gods are from, or are they pointing to that because that's
Where home is.
where home or something like that? But it's like we have if we're here on Earth, and you take the river to get to heaven. If they're over there on their planet, do they have the same thing? Like, do they have to get a river to get to wherever or is that where heaven is?
Or is the whole point of that like our one thought, where it's like we only have to do that because there's a fucking soul catcher on the moon? Usually your soul would just get released like normal.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why you have to, because why would you have to go and do a bunch of mummified shit
Yeah.
and all this extra stuff? So everyone, it's like when someone's super hard up on their religion, it's like, so what, the kid born on the other side of the globe that doesn't have this religion, he goes to hell because he just
Well, that's the
never
thing,
had
yeah.
a shot? Like,
Exactly. Yeah. It's like the age-old debate where it's like, okay, so every Buddhist is going to hell.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Great.
so like everyone that didn't fucking get mummified
Yeah.
can't move on because like they're peasant, not everyone gets mummified. So
Yeah.
it seems weird that you'd have to do that naturally. You factor a soul catcher into the equation, now you got
Well, space is horseshit. Let's not forget that.
Well, that's the other thing that I'm constantly thinking about.
It was like, okay, well, if we can't travel the speed of light, okay. We're not going to have generations of ships to go places. Okay, that's fucking dumb, too.
Every culture believes in a flat Earth.
Dude, well, it's not, and it's like, and again, not flat. Not like a fucking disc.
Realm.
Not a disc. A flat realm.
Realm.
Maybe it has edges.
It might
Maybe
have
it
an ice
doesn't.
wall. I don't know.
Who knows? There could
Might
be
have
something
mountainous
beyond that.
regions.
I don't. Yeah, exactly. Who knows? But there's layers to it. We're on this layer, this part of the realm.
Have you heard about the wolves?
No, is this what you were bringing up yesterday? No, I haven't heard shit about the wolves. I forgot you brought this up. I was going to ponder about it when I pissed, and I forgot about it.
So you know how for years now they've been talking about like, oh, we're going to bring back the woolly mammoth and, you know, the CRISPR with all the gene stuff.
I know exactly what you're going to say now. They brought the dire wolf back.
Or the dire wolves back.
Sam was telling me about this.
Do you know what they named them?
No.
Remus and Romulus.
Remus and Romulus?
Remus and Romulus. Do you know who those are?
From Greek mythology.
Roman mythology.
Roman mythology.
Where they,
One of the same.
but more concerning because Rome was the last like fall because we don't know about Tartaria.
No.
Rome was the last one that we know about, where last great civilization, and then people started fucking and sucking too much, and guys started dressing like girls, and people
Classic
got crazy.
Sodom and Gomorrah.
They did fucking, you know, they pulled a switcheroo on the Judaism, like when so. Just the fact that they're able to now manipulate genes on this level, and they go and name it Remus and Romulus, which, you know, who the fuck knows? Maybe it's like, well, yeah, there's two little wolves, and that's the story. Remus and Romulus is that they drank from a wolf. It was two little boys. But it's also, you know, I haven't looked at it, but maybe whoever funded it, maybe they're like, hey, you know, it would be a fun name as if you named it this.
Yeah.
And that's what they've been going for this whole time.
Funded by the Catholic Church, the Vatican.
Remus and Romulus, they don't know if Romulus did it himself or one of his companions did it, depending on which version of the story, which translation. But he killed Remus before founding Rome. Which
I didn't know that.
Obviously, Cain versus Abel.
Classic story.
Obviously, Quetzalcoatl versus Tezcatlipoca. Obviously, Enkian and Leo don't kill each other, but they're brothers in creation.
And kind of enemies, it seems to be.
Or one and the same.
Or one of the same. Exactly.
Jury's out.
Which is what all of these stories could be.
It just fucks me up, like, the interconnectedness
but it's also like,
of everything. Like,
and we could talk about the flood or whatever, because that's the common one everybody talks about. But just shit like this, where it's like, it's odd that there is just the same story over and over again.
And some of them, it can't be like, because some of them aren't like Sumerian, Assyrian, Babylonian, where it's like, yeah, it's all sort of the same story, just changed up. Some of it's like, okay, the Sumerian, and then Mesoamerican, and then fucking
different parts of the fucking world.
They are originating in different places. It's not like one story is getting around. They're all cropping up independently, and then going down the line,
which is
of like Olmec to Mayan to Aztec.
If you're writing these history books, these people writing these history books, they write this down and they go, done, did it, we figured out they all started, they all originated. It's like, if they're all the same and they all started out like, that's, what are the odds on that? That's incredible. So it's like, are you not zooming out far enough to where it's like, you think all these are the original ones, but it's like, are these all just branches off of one thing that came out earlier, and we're not the peak of civilization?
Even if you just go to like Graham's most basic points, like if there's a seafaring civilization at that time that got around to everybody and was able to like give everyone the heads up that like this is what's going on.
Yeah. Or it's like when John shows the old maps of Chilaga, or the old maps of like the US, and it's like, why are there castles here?
Yeah.
Like, why are there castles here?
Why is there a castle
why
where
is
DC
there
supposed to be?
Yeah, why is there Egyptian shit in the Grand Canyon? Why are there stories of why did we wipe out the Native American shit and every native tribe? Like, obviously we're colonized and we brought disease and shit, but why erase the history? Like, imagine how many other times like the Druids.
It is so crazy though that you could like in such a short amount of time reset shit. It's one thing to think about it as far back as Rome. It's another thing, like whatever the Tartaria deal is, if they were able to just like, over the course of like 100 years, just be like, yeah, that never happened.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's like, and that could be as recent as like 1850.
Because remember that we talked about the
1800?
orphan train thing. Like they separate a bunch of kids from their parents. Those parents die out. The kids learned whatever they got taught by the new fucking Rockefeller schools.
Yeah. And if you have all these people on the same page and all these people are creating and making the school system and making like, and you slaughter all the natives and you burn all the history and you get rid of that. It's like, well, we're writing the history now.
And then you just say that like, yep, this is the best it's ever been. And then in your own life, you see things get better and better and better. And you're like, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
The things.
Because like, I know at least here, every person I talk, like I don't know if Europe or any other countries are different, but like at least you talk to anybody here, it's like, how far back do you know in your generation? It's like, well, my grandfather was this, and then that's about it. It's like, okay, so 3 generations back maybe. It's like, and that's now with all the technology. Like, you go back to 1800, people don't know fucking shit probably. Mm-hmm. Especially if you start moving kids around, you start moving people around, burn a city, split everybody up, get rid of a culture.
Well, that's more what I mean is how easy, because, I mean, they probably were able to trace things back a long time. But then the second you break it once, then it's over.
And it's also
like you just got to have that initial break. And once you then indoctrinate the next gen and you're killing off the old guys.
Yeah.
Then you just have a fucking new wave of people that just think what you say is true and have no fucking clue. Like, again, like you said, like you burn enough books and now they have no access to that knowledge.
Especially when everything also is, there's no internet. So everything's in file cabinets and everything's in files. And then you do a great fire that happens in every major city, burn a city, displace all these people.
Send their kids
do a world fair, whatever. Yeah, fucking do this. Send their kids one way, kill some people are dead, send some other people the other way. You're slowly destroying a Tartarian culture that may have existed. And then you get rid of a culture, and now nobody knows their history, nobody knows where they came from. Everybody's like, all right, well, we're American now. We're the best it's ever been. That's almost like when they say like one world government and shit, and they start doing the shit that's like in a smaller scale, but like in like Philly with like that road, and like they tear down all the old buildings and they just put up all like the yoga studios and shit. It's like you're getting rid of a cult. Like if you strip a nation of its culture, it's like everybody's just tied to like a money system and financial shit, and it's like
I said before, they're putting up another fucking gas station. Like that.
Yeah, like nobody fucking know. Yeah, like
but that company can just afford to do it. Where like a small business would need to make so much money back, that company can just, they know they can pay it off. Like they know they'll make their money back. It's fucking BP or whatever. Like
now
they literally have another gas station further down on 30, closer to the highway already.
No, it's ridiculous.
But they just want one on both sides.
Yeah, or just like even if you go on like Uber Eats and shit, and you go to look for a restaurant, it's like, why is everything a fucking chain? Like we get kind of a little bit more because we're more towards Joliet, but like it's like Chick-fil-A, fucking McDonald's.
It's like that bitch in the face one time when I was talking about how I drove from Washington to back here, and I was like, yeah, it's crazy how much shit looks the same sometimes. And I was talking about how like you'll pass the same strip mall.
Every food sign on the highway is the same fucking thing.
But even just like when you stop off in each town, like you think you're gonna get like the local flavor, the local culture. Nope, it's the same strip mall that you saw, full of the same chains already.
Yeah.
And it's like, some fucking whore was like, no, that's not true. I've been here. There's a lot. People act different. It's like, yes, thank you for that elaborate analysis.
Some fucking whore.
Yeah. Some fucking idiot that, I love when people, the one bitch was always like that, where it's like, because her family's from Southern Illinois and she's from here.
Oh.
She thinks that she's like the North or like the liberal one in the family. Like, that's what I always want to express to people. Is like, yo, if you knew like the people that you thought you wanted to be friends with, the way they talk about someone like you,
yeah,
you're a hick to them.
Well, that's the thing. It's like people think they're the fucking I'm the fucking one. And
They
it's
get
like,
to be
yo,
the most liberal one in their family, and they think that means
yeah, it's like, it's the same thing about anything. The guy that smokes weed, he's the weed guy around it. Like they're the lib in the family. It's like, oh, I'm the most. And then they meet a fucking real blue-haired bitch who's like, ooh, I'm not.
or just someone that
I'm
feels the same way that doesn't have to make it their whole personality.
Yeah,
Where it's like, yeah, I agree, but like, why don't you shut up about it?
yeah.
They're like, well, I'm fighting such an uphill battle where I'm from, and it's like, okay, like,
Yeah.
so your vote probably won't matter. So you should probably not be a bitch to people. You should probably try to convince them with like points and
But that's the fucking scam.
get more bees with honey.
But that's the fucking scam. You get people worried about bullshit, and then when nobody's paying attention to like the actual strings that are being pulled because everybody's worrying about fucking, well, he's doing the trans thing, he's canceling this. Well, my guy did this, and a girl should be in there. It's like, who fucking cares? What's it matter?
Well, because they run the news. So then
Yeah. But it's the same thing. It's like
every one of our uncles that just sits down after working all day is like, this country's going to hell in a handbag. Like,
It's
they
like,
just get
is it?
fed like
Yeah.
these are the 10 bad things that happened today, and they're
Yeah.
like, God damn it.
What's also crazy is that like people think it affects them on like a grand scale, and it's like if you just don't watch we don't watch the news. We see like bullshit on Twitter, but it's usually funny or like a funny like there's usually comedy behind it. But it's like if you just don't watch the psyop, the propaganda on TV, like I've lived the same for the past 5 like I haven't noticed.
Well, people, if
Who's
you
in
say
pres-
that,
like-
though, people then tell you that you're privileged, that, like, that it wouldn't affect you. And it's like, well, no, because...
Yeah, privilege. It's like I didn't clear 40 grand last year.
And it's
like-
not like...
I'm living the same, like, we're living the same as anybody. We got a house, we got bills, we work a job. Like, there's no privilege.
But that's what people say when you say that.
Yeah.
When you're like, I haven't noticed a difference. And they're like, well, maybe you don't have, friends that are being affected by it the way I do. And it's like, I know you think because you have 1,000 friends on Instagram or whatever that you have, like, friends. You don't. You know 5 people, and they're white.
They're white.
Yeah.
And you work with all of them.
So I know you think you're like this diverse because you wish all these different people
Yeah.
happy birthday. Those aren't your friends. Those are people you've encountered in life.
Yeah.
And for some reason,
accepted your friend request on Facebook
Yeah.
for some reason. Probably to see the fucking crazy shit you post.
yeah, no, it's a bad state of things. But this one jiu-jitsu dude I follow was saying something because he gets caught up in like politics shit, and he said he asked like his training partner, the dude he runs his gym with, like what he thought of the tariff stuff going on, and the dude was like, oh yeah, like I saw something about that. I don't know though. I was like washing my me and my girlfriend's car,
Yeah.
and the guy was like, yeah, I'm fucking up. Like, I'm wrong. Like, because some people will be like, well, it's your job to stay informed. Like, what are you going to, and he was just like, yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
What am I'm going to sit here and be mad about shit that I have zero control over?
And it's like, who fucking cares? Like,
I already cast a vote that probably doesn't matter. Like, bitching on Twitter certainly isn't going to matter.
not worth it.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point?
I'm going to walk around fucking stressed rather than, like, do shit I like.
Yeah, no. It's like any of those people. They get too fucking dug into the psyop, and it's like they can't.
I think it's like a lack of hobbies.
It's that. It's
And
exactly that.
A lot of
It's
it.
That's where all the anxiety comes from. That's where I'm not saying all of it, but like
Yeah.
a lot of people have whatever. A lot of people got shit. Whatever. PTSD is a real thing. Sure, whatever.
People
But
don't have a thing to look forward to.
it's that, and like people can't sit in a room with their own fucking thoughts because they freak out or some shit. But it's like
It's not
but-
even
but
like
you're
they
not-
would. They've convinced themselves that they will.
yeah, and it's like if you just like I sit and I think about fucking building things. I think about history. I think about different. It's like you got hobbies and shit to think about. Like you watch a YouTube video that's interesting and you go, okay, you turn it off, and now you're alone in a room with your own thoughts for 20 minutes, and you're like, It's kind of some time to reflect on what I've learned today or some shit.
I know.
Like, I don't know. I'm not the smartest fucking dude in the world. I'm not a therapist or I'm gonna say psychic. What's the psychologist?
There it is.
But again, proving my point. I don't fucking know, but
I know exercise has like its added benefits
I can
on like a scientific scale, but even
100%.
but like excluding that, just having something to look forward to, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like, think about all those people at work. They didn't have shit that they like to do. Anything they like to do involved them sitting around smoking weed,
On
talking
their phone,
shit, on their phone, vaping.
Yeah.
And it's like, again, even if it wasn't the gym that was my thing, just having like day
Anything.
sucks, but despite the day sucking, I'm
like
going to go and do this thing for 2 to 3 hours. That's fun as shit.
It's like the Rogan thing. You need a third thing, a third place or whatever.
Yeah, I watched some dumbass video talking about how America doesn't have those and Europe does. And I was like, that's literally retarded.
Doesn't have what?
Third places.
Really?
I was like, you could make the argument that people don't utilize them. You can't say that
That is
people
obvious. Yeah.
don't go to them. What are you
No,
talking
100%.
about?
We like the option to go to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't go rock climbing again. I like that we got gyms around. I like the option.
The
Hey,
bar is
it's fun to
technically
talk.
a third place.
Exactly.
What are you talking
A lot of fucking, we're probably kings on that shit.
People, I always see videos talking about how people are like bad at talking to each other now, and they're so reliant on the phones. And it's like, it's true to some extent, but it's not like impeding a lot of people because everyone's on the same page. So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's
like
I think
people
it's
still
def-
hook up.
I
and
think
stuff.
people 100%
You know what I'm saying?
100% that, 100%. Yeah. But I think it's definitely made people like more socially awkward. Like for example, in line at work, and you see people glued to their phone, or
No,
like
but that's my point. Like, you'd think that because of those lack of skills, they would be worse off, but they are not. They still are able to like navigate
function in
shit.
life.
In like social, yeah.
Yeah, or just social. Yeah, and I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
But I wonder if it's because like both parties involved are on the same page. They're on like the same level, like who they're linking up with.
Yeah, like they're both on their phone. Like they have the same. Like if they're out to dinner together and it starts getting quiet, they'll both pull their phone out and be fine.
And it's not considered rude by the
No,
other one. They're matched
exactly.
up with someone that's like, oh, that's normal.
Yeah, sure.
We'll just take a quick scroll break.
Yeah, exactly. Ugh.
Yeah.
Disgusting, dude. I set my phone. I've got a focus mode that I don't know how to turn off now. But every time I go home, it switches my phone to this minimal mode, and then it locks every social media app. And I try to turn it off in the settings, and I can't. So now when I go home, my shit's locked, and I can't just unlock it. I'm like, well, this is probably just better.
Probably.
It's been feeling like I go to sit on the couch and I pull my phone out, and I instinctually I hit Instagram, and it pops up like a message like, yeah, don't do that. We've blocked you 8 times so far today.
There's times I close Twitter and open it again. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, it's weird. And it's weird to just sit on the couch and like I'll leave my phone in the other room and I'll be like, this feels weird, and it's like it shouldn't. That's the weird thing.
I don't mind
It's
doing
weird to not have it's weird for me to not have my phone near me.
Somewhat. I just usually have podcasts going, so that's why it's usually by me. But
Yeah, I
like,
can
if I'm
see, yeah.
watching TV and not like a
Yeah.
podcast in the background, I don't mind. Like,
But if I'm going to like
over.
different rooms, or if I go outside or I do something, it's like, where's my phone? Look, I have my phone on me. If it's not with me, it feels weird. And that I think is just that it's not normal. I mean, it's normal now, but I feel so reliant on fucking.
Any reason I would feel that way though, it just comes out of like, oh, in case someone hits me up, I can just like respond back. Right
That
away.
is the other thing. Yeah, exactly.
But again, it's not like I feel like that towards every message that comes through. Like, there's plenty of times like we send each other shit that can easily just be like, when you get to your phone, respond. Like,
or I'll see it, or
it's
like,
more like if my mom texted me like, hey, can you run and grab man?
yeah, or my mom will just call me at some point during the day.
Yeah.
And if I don't answer, it's another call, and then it's a text, and then she's calling Christian. Is he alive? And she's like, yeah, he's in the bathroom.
Yeah, my mom was going to send Mark to drive by because I didn't answer my phone a couple times while I was still asleep in the morning.
Damn. That's funny.
She's like, well, he was driving by. I was like, maybe just go by there. Talking.
And what? See if the car is there.
I'm like, it's 9 a.m. on
And
my
not-
day off, and I was up from like 4 to 6 because my body sucks. Like,
That's funny. My mom will just call me, like, "What are you doing today?" Like, same thing I was doing the other day. Like, nothing. Like, I have 7 things I do. Like, really it.
oh, that's my jam. That's why
I get up-
most conversations with people suck. I have nothing to report.
Yeah. No, I feel that. I get upset when I think about how, like, you hear people talk about like a hobby, like, for example, like this, or like making music or photography or something like that. It's like, well, you got to pick one and just, excel in that. It's like, well, I don't want to just do one. I want to do multiple things.
Well, that only applies if you're trying to like excel to a certain point. If you're just like trying to fuck around, you don't need to pick one thing.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's harder to excel at one thing if you're spending less time on it, obviously. But like,
Obvious. Yeah.
there are also people that don't do shit. So
Exactly.
people that read a fucking motivational thing. It's like,
learned.
I'm gonna give it my all. They're like, what does that look like? Fucking giving up in an hour, and then vaping for the rest of the night. Fucking slug.
All right. We done here?
Yeah.
All right. Peace out, bitches.